Love to see it, and I know they're already doing pretty good considering the past weeks of the NACE Fortnite. I think they're like first and fourth at the moment, or something like that.
First and third actually. Dan, we're
first and third,
really
let's
close
go.
to second place, and then we have a big gap so far in the first place. We're just gonna try and keep it up this game. So far, I see uncontested for both teams, I believe. Actually,
There's somebody
Sirius
there.
and Draza have a team on them. See how that works out for them.
It's always scary. Like, granted, it's not a full 100 player lobby, right? But it's still quite a bit, so there is a lot of overlap, and it looks like Siri here could be redirecting. I'm not sure if this is a usual location or not, but see what he can find. There's still a couple chests, so still able to load up a little bit, it looks like.
Yeah, he must have just had a bad drop. Try to land away from that. Play safe.
Yeah. I'm actually pretty surprised. Normally those guys fear nothing and just go for the gunfight, but not this time anyway.
Sometimes they're too confident, Dan.
Fair enough. Now we've got what is up with that thing anyways, eh? That just not get you shot by the guards or something?
Yeah, exactly. So basically it makes you blend in with the guards, and you can actually open up these chests that you have to, be a guard or have a guard to scan open the chest. So that's like the whole strat there.
Interesting. Okay.
So
Is that
like
what
one
you're
of
talking
these
about,
right here, the scanners, that's why he changed. Wow, and he gets a heavy sniper. That's actually huge. They have 2 heavy snipers. That's unbelievable.
It was that submachine gun as well that dropped there. Is that any decent, or?
The submachine gun is good, but a lot of players tend to go the heavy sniper route. The reason why is they can one-shot the wall, either take the wall and jump in someone's box with a heavy sniper, because it instantly breaks the wall. So that's their strat, and they also get a gold. That's actually unbelievable loot. I'm not gonna lie.
He's sitting there with 2 golds already. Holy smokes. And meanwhile, at least seeing Siri's side, he's pretty well loaded up on shield, but his weapon arsenal is a little bit lacking compared to the side of Swollen Beauty.
Yeah, he's got a great tack, green pistol, not the craziest loot, especially the burst, but
yeah,
it's better than nothing. At least they have the shield, which is kind of good. Here we have just Sirius and Drazas pushing up to the island.
and it feels like I just I stopped following Fortnite for like 2 weeks, and everything is completely different.
Yeah, the new season came out, and they made big changes. These henchmen, these areas, 4 corners around the map, they have vaults, and these vaults give up really good loot, and they have specific guns that you can only get at each vault. So every vault's different. For this vault, you get the grappler. The other vaults, you get the Tommy gun. You also get, like the minigun is where Dawson and Sergeant Swollen Beauty have been landing. And it's all different items for them. It's a nice 19 burst on one of them.
Just a little poke to make your presence known, I suppose.
So they're just breaking down. So the whole thing about these locations, if people don't watch Fortnite, there's little mini bosses that drop key cards, and those key cards give them access to the vault so they can get better loot. And I believe right now, oh my god, and
there we go.
That player didn't even notice him. Wow. And that's Siri with a quick kill. He's also got nades going down. There's one more player. I can't believe that player didn't notice him. Really good play by Siri to knock him really quick, so he couldn't even build in time.
I think that's Drowser who just dropped down right away to kind of chase him down.
And he's hiding in the vault, took the porta potty out, so that teammate just ran. He's just going to grab the other guy's loot. I want to see if they chase him. Most likely they're not going to chase. Usually in those situations, if you do chase to a porta potty, it's easy for you to get shot. So those porta potties, they transport you to places.
I was going to say, excuse me, go into the porta potty.
So now around the map, some dumpsters and porta potties, when you go into them, they trip you. So this is the spot where that guy took the porta potty to. He would have landed here. And that's why I believe they're just trying to chase him down. He reads them.
Oh, there he is.
Should be a kill, and yep, kill against Big Savage 7. So quick 2 kills for Draza and Siri. It's going to put him higher up on the leaderboard. Really good play for them to chase, because that guy really didn't have any option to get out. Oh,
still shots fired. That's got to be terrifying, though. You walk out of the porta potty, and then there's a boat flying right at you with a guy ready with a shotgun. Kind of out of luck there.
Fortunately, that guy... kind of a misplay I see in my sense. He should have just ran. I think he tried to stay hide and go back for his teammate's card just to get the respawn off.
Oh, true.
It didn't happen out, so. It's gonna rotate now. The zone's coming in. I wish we could tell where the zone is, but we can't. I'm assuming it's pretty far. It's usually deep in the corner, usually around the middle.
Okay, there we are. So just past the grotto, it looks like.
Right now they're just farming, just trying to get their materials up. You always want to leave with, in these games, you always want to leave with as much metal heavy mats, or brick and metal. You want to try to max those out when you rotate. Because wood is the easiest to farm in this game, so you never really have to worry about wood on the rotation. It's mainly the metal and the brick that you got to worry about getting before you leave rotations.
Fair enough. Yeah, we've seen it constantly, time and time again, when it gets into those late game scenarios. The storm starts leaving, yeah, and you run out of materials trying to keep yourself safe on the rotation.
I think they're really good kitted right now. I think the only thing that they could really use is probably the attack shotgun compared to the pump. But I believe they're both going to run double heavy snipe. It's a very dangerous combo to run. They run both double heavy snipers because one guy breaks the box stand and the other guy shoots him as the box breaks, so he gets a shot off.
Oh,
so
barely.
Close.
Yeah, he's playing much safer now after barely missing that sniper shot.
Tries to go for the flick. I think there should be some tags on this guy right here.
Yeah, Beauty's got a bit of a better angle, and he's got, I think that's a minigun or a submachine gun. But
so I believe there's two other teams fighting, and this is a good time to kind of rotate, get into these kills. That guy just got knocked over there. I think they're just gonna back off here and try to play it a little bit safe. They don't want to get picked up by their teams.
In order to get the points for the kill, do you have to get
just the knock? If you get the knock down,
okay,
and then even if they finish the down, you still get the kill.
Okay. I was always curious if you can kill still that.
They get the nice snipe. It's getting a little bit too high on these shots.
Yeah, at least
I think
with
they're
those two.
slowly just trying to rotate over.
Yeah, with those two teams fighting, it seems like they have a lot of time to just.
He's gonna drop the heavy, the med kits. I think the med kits were the right choice here.
Interesting.
Reason why we don't carry too many med kits, Dan, they're just too long to pop. 10 seconds. It gives enough time for a team just to rush you, and you won't be able to pop it off. So
right, that's
med
why
kits are not really ideal.
That's why the fish.
Ooh, and a 130 through the window. I'm gonna have Broody start spraying with the minigun. The minigun's so good just to W key and get in people's faces. So Dawson with a good rotation gets a nice kill. I believe we still have one person under the basement of the house. They're going to push them together. Super smart that they didn't go for the thirst on the other guy. They're going to push this together. Take off walls. Nice. And Brett gets the kill. Really good play by them.
Beautifully done. Yeah, that was perfect with the two teams kind of chipping away at each other. It kind of let Swell and Beauty get the exact position they really wanted to pretty well eliminate everybody there.
Serious draws are in a bit tough flip. He does have a grappler, but his team doesn't have anything to get out. The loot's not the best. They don't really, I don't see them with shield. They do have the fish, which is really good, but I think they're going to need some shield. That one grenade's not really going to help them anymore. They do have a slurp truck to rotate on. The good thing with the slurp truck, it puts you to 100, whether it's health or shield. It gives you 100, so what they're going to do is they're going to be able to get almost full off this, and they do get full, and this should be... I wonder how far this rotation... So they're right there. They're not really in trouble. They just need to be careful that no team holds them out of the storm, and they'll be alright.
All the little things. If I seen that slurp truck, I probably would have just walked right by it, not knowing it did anything.
Yeah, it's one of the new additions to the game. The slurp truck does heal you. So teams on rotations usually look for that when they're low just to get full. They should be fine here. They have the 4 fish. I will see if they opt to either pop it or they might just go for a campfire that's around.
Yeah, and those fish, they are pretty quick to use,
Yeah,
right?
they're roughly about like a 1 second to pop them. And yeah, 50 HP. They do have a bandage gun too. Like, they're really good on white heals.
Okay, perfect.
They do have a team here. Will they opt to fight? So the key is I don't know how far they are for the next zone, so they very careful. I don't know if that was a misplay to grapple or that was just trying to shoot him with his gun. We just need to be very careful then. I don't know if they have launch pads to get out here. The zone looks pretty far to me.
And then
So I think they just launch padded. So I believe they're just going to take their launch pad after this. We're going to try to get some damage. 21. Ooh.
That was close.
Thankfully, he did not get sniped there.
Okay, yeah, there's a launch pad.
Serious really making me nervous for no reason.
He knows the coach is watching, so just making you sweat a little bit.
Yeah, 100%. He's toxic in that sense, Dan, so...
You'd know better than I would.
So they should be able to hit their old launch pad as well.
Yeah, just get out of the storm zone. 53 players still in the game at this point, but there's still lots of time in this game.
So I believe Sirius just going to try and get ahead to make sure to get information on the team. The biggest thing in this game is trying to get information on players, to know where players are located. Just by knowing that gives you the biggest advantage when to either rush players or not to rush players. So that's what they're kind of looking at as well, farming on the way. You're going to need wood on the way as well.
Fair enough, but at least like you were saying, while you're out and about, there's always an abundance of wood, so just get it on the way.
And I believe they are about the same speed as the storm, maybe a little bit faster, so they're not really in any danger. You just gotta be worried about getting... So let's see. He should be able to get out this. I'm just worried about Draza getting out here. He's a little bit slower. So he's getting... Yeah, the storm is a little bit faster. He's getting shot at.
Yeah, he has no shields right now.
I don't know if he's gonna go down. I don't know if Sirius letting him go or... So he does see the team. Siri needs to be very careful. They do not want to be in the situation. He's most likely, I don't think he'll shoot. Last thing he wants to do is draw attention to himself.
Yeah, willingly go into a 1v2. Sounds like a bad idea, that's for sure.
It's going to be very rough for Draza to get out this. This zone has not been on their side this whole game. So what Sirius is going to do is just going to try to farm wood, wait for Draza. They're going to try to go together. Just so that they can help build together and just to make sure that they're safe. Oh, and wow, and they do find a launch pad. Very huge. I don't know if they called that out. They knew that was there, but that's really good that there's a launch pad there.
Definitely a lifesaver, because Drowsout's been healing himself pretty consistently, but we don't know how much more he would have had. I mean, we see Sirius got fish.
He does have the bandage gun.
And bandage
Can't really see his inventory, but yeah, they should be fine on the whites. They have so much white heals, so I think they're just taking their time. Believe they're gonna just try and push up, get in the storm. They're just taking their time. They want to be safe. They don't want to get killed here, so they're gonna be safe. Take the long way around.
And all seems clear from here.
And there's two teams. There's a team right in front of them, and I believe there's a team to the right. So he just needs to be very careful here.
As soon as you try to exit the storm, they're just sitting there waiting for him. Got that tower there. Draza almost going down, but...
You need to be very careful. Because Draza low, and there's another team WK in them. This is not the most ideal situation for them to be in.
He already got the jump on that guy. He's trying to find him.
You need to be very careful. There's a team to the right. They're just going to shoot him if they go down. So they need to make sure they wall off their angles. Once again, the storm is still pretty far.
We find the shot. Does get a little bit of shield damage.
Nice, cracks his shield. That guy's not too happy about his life there.
No, not in the slightest.
He'll be alright. I believe they think they're low. The other team was shooting at him, so I'm not too sure how low they are. Yeah, be very careful on this rotation. They either need to either pass him or go on him.
Oh, here we go. Yeah,
the zone is completely
ran out of time.
Nice. They get the first kill. They got one. Nice, and they do get both kills. Very big. Now they're going to get mats. And be able to check what their loot is. Be very careful, the other team. He's going to pick up the minis. Nice, big. They have a launch pad, which is good.
Yeah, they kind of need to do something.
They kind of threw their launch pad. I'm not too sure what that was about. Teams are just trying to hold them out. I'm not too sure what they're doing. The more the team shoots at them, it's not good for them because they need to make it to the zone as themselves, so maybe they're just waiting. I'm not sure what Draza's plan here is.
Yeah, he was just below 10 health, but thankfully healed at the last second, but he's still taking a ton of damage.
You just gotta be careful so he doesn't get shot in the back. So Draza did just take the launch pad. I think he was just looking for loot or something like that.
Oh, he definitely kept it close. Finally back to about, say, 60
From
HP.
them, they're just going to try and farm, I believe, get some mats back up. They're very low right now. Oh my god, there's a player right there. And he had to reload. That is actually so unfortunate. You be very careful. Jaws is very low.
Yeah, both these players hurting on health and...
Mats, this is not the best situation. They do have 5 kills, which is nice, but very tough spot for them.
Yeah, so 35 players left into this game.
You're gonna have to wait for that bandage gun to reload. They do have a minute. By a minute, they should both be able to get to full HP. We'll just gotta see what their game plan is. They are getting sprayed. They're staying good. He's running out of mats. 183 mats. Only about 18 builds left. Let's be very careful here.
Try and jump down. Tried to challenge him a little bit, but doesn't quite find him just yet. Yeah, shots from all
very
angles
careful.
here.
He only has 3 builds, Dan. I'm not too
This
sure
is not
what
a
he's
good
gonna
spot.
do. There's mats there. If I'm then, I'm just diving down. I'm not too sure. He's just trying to stay alive. Nice rocket. He's gonna try and take the builds.
And at least this time, they don't have to go too far whenever it is time to rotate, compared to some other rounds.
So he did get some mats back, which is nice. About 300. Oh my god, and he does find a launch pad. Very big.
Oh, there's 2 of them, and he's going to get shot from behind and blasted down.
So there's 2 of them behind him. Very just unfortunate for them. The zones are super far, but let's see what Beauty and Sergeant Soul can do here.
Yeah, so these guys...
They're in a great spot right now.
So
Amazing loot. They have the heavy sniper. They have the RPG to recontrol, take care of height, and they also have... Their mats are a bit low, but it's really big. They have 6 kills already.
that's quite the round so far. Let's see how much longer they can hang in here. They're at least relatively safe, but there's so many huge towers nearby. You're always nervous trying to walk past any of those.
So the rotation can be a left. They're matching all the... I hear C4. They need to be very careful here. C4 is very deadly. If you stack more than one C4, the first C4 breaks the build in, and the second one hits you. So that's usually why people are carrying the C4.
Okay.
So you can stack multiple C4 in a building if they're in a box. The first one breaks in, they could put 2 or 3 more C4 down, and then you take 60 per hit per C4. So C4 is very dangerous in this game. It's one of the best explosives right now.
Interesting.
I like this play here. They're just going to try and wait. They have a drop on them, and they also just going to wait for the zone, see where the zone goes. So they actually have very close to zone. This is very good for them. So let's see what they make. I don't know if they're going to go for the drop. The thing is with care packages at these late games, Dan, everyone tends to focus you. So you need to be very careful. So they're just going to ignore it, and they're just going to try and get into the zone and control early zone here.
But yeah, that big blue box on the mini-map is just like, hey, look at me. Get ready to shoot at me or something like that. And okay, 2 just ahead of him, but they're gonna hold fire, but he walked right into somebody.
He did not roof itself off.
Well, Beauty is still in the game, though. See where he's at. There we are. That's unfortunately...
Fortunate. I was hoping you would just stay in the box for a little bit. It's all good. Let's see how Beauty decides to play this. He does want to get that loot. There is mats on his body, but no, they have a grapple. That's a big thing about grapples, which is so good that you can just grab loot from a good distance. So he's going to try and get that launch pad. He's going to definitely need it.
I don't think he took any damage.
Oh my god. He's getting focused by a minigun and from up top. This is not that good. So he can try to get his old builds. So Beauty's not in the rough. He does have the launch pad for rotation, but he does have no mats. He's just trying to see if he can get some kills here, try to get some damage off.
Yeah, poke somebody, but looks like the minigun's out of ammo.
So
could get the jump on somebody.
Oh, 35.
Oh, I want to add 1 more point to that tally. It's chasing this person down.
He's going to decide to back off. His team was still alive in the other box, so smart play not to just rush in like that.
23 players left now, as the storm slowly but surely gets smaller.
Beauty really needs a pick. Hopefully he can get a pick. He doesn't have an AR, so he's stuck to just sniping. He's no ammo in his minigun either.
That's why just the sniper and the shotgun at this point.
So he did just reach 12, top 12. Very good for him. On this rotation, Dan, you're probably going to see him place this launch pad just because he has no mats to just rotate.
Oh, that is far, yeah. I didn't realize how...
You're just going to try to play late game here. I believe he's just looking for a pick. See if we can get one here. Fortunately, he has no AR, so it's going to be much harder. He's just going to have to hit a shot.
Yeah. Just gonna ride alongside the moving storm.
Yeah, in these scenarios, you can't really go for
Oh.
high ground. You just don't have the mats. So he's just going to try to play safe, get in low ground, stay hidden. Let's see what he decides to do. He's going to play slow farm on the way as well. Very smart play.
Oh. Took a little bit of shield damage there.
Gonna pop this big off. If I'm Beauty, I'm just playing for these placements. 7 builds left. Not a good predicament for him. He just needs to get placement. Hopefully some teams die. They don't look at him. Just fish.
Oh.
Oh, he's got no mats left. He's got 2 builds left. Let's see what he can do. Oh, this is not looking too good for him.
Oh yes, force a move. Right
He's just
into
gonna have to try get in a box and go for a kill, Dan. Can he get a kill? He just has a pump. No, he's just gonna die here. He did get 6 placements, did secure them top 6 with 6 kills, so.
Considering the situation, that was not too bad. 6th place for Swell and Beauty. Not too bad at all. Both teams, I believe, got quite a decent amount of kills or eliminations.
Yeah.
And that thing it was like
I
4
believe
and 6 or something
Draws
like
and Siri got 5, and they got 6 with placements. Not the best game for showing, but they very unfortunate with the zones. But very good for Sergeant Swell and Beauty. They did played really well there for the circumstances they were in. Fortunately, that spray happened to Dawson, but it's a very good game from them. I believe 6th placement. Don't judge me. I think it's 4 or 5 points, and then they get one point per elim. So I think they got about 12 points that game.
That's still a solid round.
Still a very solid round. I believe they're still going to be top 3, and then we'll have Draws and Stereo probably still up the top as well.
And we still have another game to go, I believe, too, right? So before we close out tonight, so one more try, get as many points as possible. And I think we're going to throw to a quick break as we await for that lobby to finish and the new lobby to come up. So
it's going to be about a 10-15 minute break, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be a bit of a bigger one, but we'll see you in a little bit.